Something I've always been curious about is the debate between English and Japanese Pokemon cards, which is better, which ones you should buy, set-wise, card-wise, and I kind of want to talk and break that down. First, let's kind of look at a Japanese card compared to an English card and kind of see what the difference is. Let's look at a Japanese card first. So I've got one of my Japanese Infernape here. So you can see holofoil kind of looks the same as what you would see on a normal English card. Obviously the language is different, and then you look at the back and that's kind of the main difference between the two cards. So I don't have that exact replica of that card in English, but I have a pretty similar one. So once again, a Diamond and Pearl Infernape set. You can see similar design, similar quality, similar, mapping of everything, English, and then obviously the back that we've all come to know and love in English. So what is the difference between these cards? I mean, they look pretty similar, different hollow foil, and obviously different backing and language, but at the end of the day, I believe it comes down to personal preference. Take graded cards for another example. Here's my PSA 9 Umbreon SAR from Terrestrial Festival. Great design, backing here, and the only thing that's really different on the PSA is obviously what set it came from and obviously the language. We'll look at another card. A Shiny Matang from 2019's Hidden Fates. The language is English, the back is, the standard background, and it's from the English set rather than Japanese. So really, there's nothing super different about these cards. The biggest difference that I see everywhere is the value that they hold. Let me give you a little example of that. So this is the Charizard EX from Paldean Fates. You can see holds about $214 raw value and about $670 in a PSA 10. But look at the difference between them. $8,478 in a 10, $6,442 in a 9. Now let's go look at the Japanese version. Once again, the Charizard EX, this time from Shiny Treasure EX, the Japanese version, $118. And then $259 as a PSA 10 and only $150 as a 9. But do you notice the difference? Look at how many PSA 10s there are to PSA 9s. That's almost 12,000 PSA 10s to 841 PSA 9s. The ratio of Japanese PSA 10s to PSA 9s compared to English is 13 times greater than what you see in English. That means that the difference between the Japanese and the English sets is their quality control. This quality control metric difference, along with English being a more sought after and well-known language compared to Japanese, gives rise to the sheer price difference that we see in the two sets of cards. But thanks to this difference, we actually have the unique opportunity to go buy Japanese products, whether that's individual packs or booster boxes, at a severely lower rate and still pull the cards that we want. So for people that have personal collections and just want to have the card, don't really care what language it is, this is fantastic. But for people who open these packs solely to get these cards and sell them for a higher value, they kind of ignore this area and only seek out the English cards and don't really give a whole lot of light to this. This is why I can go buy a booster box of Crimson Haze, the Japanese version of Twilight Masquerade, for $44 and get 30 packs, compared to buying a ETB of Twilight Masquerade and only getting 8 to 9. So I guess the whole point of what I'm trying to say here is, out of English and Japanese, I think Japanese products and booster boxes and all that stuff is more worth it. Don't get me wrong, I love collecting my English cards. I've been opening a bunch of English packs on my channel, but, and I'll still keep collecting my Infernapes here, but for, the most enjoyment without having to spend as much money, I think Japanese is where it is. But again, that is my opinion. Some people may not care for Japanese cards. They may not want to try to order them. They may just want to be able to find packs in their store and get them, and that is totally fine. I am not shaming anyone for enjoying English cards more than Japanese or never even have owned a Japanese card. That's fine. It's your collection. It's your hobby. It's, what you want. It's not what I want. It's not what anyone on the internet wants. It's what makes you happy. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like Japanese? Do you like English? Or are you more kind of on the fence, not really knowing which way to go, and you just like to collect them all? Let me know. I appreciate it. Sorry for the long video, but hope you guys have a great day.